Welcome to my channel, and this is kind of case our people will say, "Oh, but you go doll." I don't even know how to start this. This is very painful. Meanwhile, I don't want to draw conclusion yet, but this is painful. I'll play the man's video for you to listen. Igbo people are doing well in business. Igbo people are innovative. Igbo people are great, but if I only go na Lagos, Lagos. Now, imagine somebody borrowed billions of naira from a bank to buy a famous building. Then imagine spending even more money to rebuild that same building. Now, after getting government's approval, imagine waking up one day to discover that that same government has already taken over the property. That is the serious allegation being made by a businessman, Onuorah Eze Okafor, over the famous Mandilas Building in Lagos. Onye go Mandilas Building. What really happened? Is this a case of government injustice, or is there another side Nigerians have not heard yet?
My name is Onuorah Eze Okafor. I'm from Anambra State in Nigeria. Some videos were put up on social media by me, and I want to make clarification because a lot of people were asking what actually happened. So I just want to take out this time to explain what actually happened. This is regarding the Mandilas property, where some of the videos showed where people were roofing properties that belong to the building that I own through my company, Area FM Radio Limited. Mandilas Building was formerly belonging to Mandilas Group Limited. But sometime in 2020, the company wanted to sell the property and they offered it to the public. I picked an interest and I bid for the property, and we agreed, on the price of the property. But due to the fact that the property was it's a 17-story building, so the amount was also huge. I didn't even have the money then. So what I did was I seek for financing from Zenith Bank. So 2019, I wrote a letter for financing of the project of that property from Zenith Bank. That was Mr. Ebenezer, was the former GMD of Zenith Bank. So he approved that loan. No, but within a few times of the approval, when COVID came, so it became even more difficult for the bank to disburse that purchase, which also delayed a little bit. Eventually, the bank paid. 28th of August 2020, the bank paid for the property after I must have met up with my own requirement, which part of them was for me to provide my own equity contribution. And of course, I did. So the bank bought the property, and since then, from 2020 up until now, I have not had any. I never have or had or I'm having anything that has to do with title issues. The property in question, I have the title documents of the property. The moment the bank paid for the property, the Mandilas Group Limited transferred the title of that property to us in the name of Area FM Limited. It's a subsidiary of Mandilas International Limited. So since then, we've been enjoying peaceful occupation in the property without any interruption until sometime in 2024, to be precise, 21st of January, when a fire incident happened. In fact, fire engulfed the property. So after then, the Lagos State government, through one of the agencies, the Safety Commission, sealed the property, and everybody was meant to vacate the property. Of course, after the fire incident, the Lagos State Building Control Agency came, started demolition. The fire in question affected only the first floor, third floor, and maybe a few of the fourth floor thereabouts. And thank God to the Lagos State government firefighting agency that also helped out in putting out the fire. And also kudos to also the governor of the state who also made sure that everything was put into calm. However, the Lagos State Building Control came and started demolish part of the property and all that, after which the property was open to some kind of difficulty in putting it back to use again. Of course, I have to sort for from Lagos State government to also put it back in use, because don't forget that as at that time it was still on loan, so I have to also make it possible for the building to keep on servicing the loan. All right. So I went to Lagos State Safety Commission. They said before they will be able to talk on that property, I have to go and do non-destructive test. Then they referred me to Lagos State Ministry of Material Testing and Laboratory. So I went there. We wrote to the agency. This is the letter we wrote to the agency regarding for them to do the test on the building. This is the letter we wrote. Eventually, the agency received acknowledged letter and they raised an assessment for us to pay, which is we also paid to Lagos State government. After which they carried out the integrity test on the property. After a few time, the test result was out. This is the integrity test report that came back from Lagos State Ministry of Material Testing and Laboratory, and these are the reports. Eventually, the final report of what it shows that the building is stable and the building doesn't have any issue. Look at it, so that we should go ahead and renovate. At that point, we went to physical planning authority for us to apply for renovation permits for us to be able to to start development and also remodeling of the property. And they listed everything that we needed to do for us to go back to renovation. Part of them was for us to go and do our architectural drawing, which we also did. The structural drawing we did. We also structural drawing, MIE, all the whole drawing, we completed it, and other requirements which we met. At the end of the day, the Lagos State government now, including the non-integrity test, which was even part of the major request from every agency that we went to, requested for this integrity test, which was part of the documents we submitted and the title document and all that. So eventually they issued us a certificate. This is the approval permit. They issued us a renovation permit dated 18th of August 2025. This is barely about a few months back behind. So we tried to also go back to renovation of the property. Of course, it's also a setback to our business. So what we did was also request for another additional fund from the bank for us to renovate the property. We requested for funds from the bank to renovate the property. So, which in principle, the bank has actually approved the loan for us to renovate. However, to our greatest surprise, on Friday, we have security personnel on site. On Friday, I was at a TLS where I went to submit the renewal of my traveling visa because I am supposed to be traveling for some business engagement. Some of my staff called me that there are members of the Lagos State agency, Lagos State Building Control, the task force of Lagos State, and the policemen. They were in the building trying to enter into the property, and they are insisting that they must open up the place. And I told them that, what are you people calling me for? If they want you to open, there's nothing we are hiding. We're not doing anything on the building up now. Open for them, let them go. Let them go and check. Let them go and inspect. If possible, they want to do inspection. And they brought the key, they opened for them. They went from ground floor to 17th floor. They went there and inspected everywhere and came back. But today, another surprising thing was that they now asked my boy not to come back to the building anymore. That they are going to take over the property. My boy, my Instagram handle is at Onuorah Eze. I all the whole of the all what happened, the video of people why they were telling my boy that they will break the key if he fails to open it. It's there. If you go there, you will see them. I posted some of the video. If you go to my handle, you will see that. You see them. So eventually, the boy was even telling me in the video that I'm only working. That my boss asked me to open and lock, and I'm working now, and left. They went up into the building, used hammer, broke all the whole doors. The second floor, the fire did not affect the second floor during that time, and that was where we had all the equipment we imported for the renovation, both our lift, we bought brand new lifts. The building had 3 lifts before the fire, and we bought 3 brand new lifts, the air conditioning system, the panel, a lot of things, everything in the place. This architectural plan here, we have about 72 rooms hotel that is planned to be on top of the building. Every equipment, both safe, both fridge, both ACs, everything that we bought part of that second floor as where we have our storage was broken and taken away by the men of I don't know who they are anyway, because I was meant to believe that they were people from Lagos State Lagos State Building Control Agency. The vehicle they came to that day had the name written on their vehicle, Lagos State Building Control Agency, and the other vehicle was a task force and police. So because there was no information, they came in on Friday night evening where we could not be able to reach out to people or ask questions, and send all our security people away, send everybody away, take over the property,
The Mandilas Building is one of the best known commercial buildings in Lagos. Now, in 2020, the building changed ownership after it was sold by the Mandilas Group. They sold it. According to the businessman Onuorah Eze Okafor, he became the new owner after obtaining a loan from Zenith Bank to finance the purchase. Everything appeared to be going well. But things later became complicated. Mr. Okafor says part of the building was demolished by the Lagos state government. According to him, after discussions with the government, he received approval to rebuild the damaged section. He says he then went back to bank, borrowed money, more money, and spent huge amounts rebuilding the building, the property. He fitted some lifters, added some lifters. Multi-story building. Now, if his account is correct, which this meant he was carrying a very heavy financial burden. Think of the amount of buying such. He says he was still repaying those loans while trying to keep the building running. Then came another surprise. Mr. Okafor now alleges that the Lagos state government has forcefully taken over the entire building. He says he invested billions of naira in the property only to lose control of it. These are very serious allegations. Here is what we know. There are some facts that have already been confirmed publicly. The Mandilas Group has previously stated that it no longer owns the building because it was sold in 2020. There was also a major fire at the building in early 2024 that affected many businesses and traders. Even the man stated it in the video. Now, after the fire, Lagos State carried out inspections and announced enforcement activities around the property. These facts are publicly known. However, there is an important part of this story that is still missing. As of now, there is no widely available official response from the Lagos State government, specifically addressing Mr. Okafor's his latest allegations. There is also no publicly available court judgment explaining the legal position of both parties. That means Nigeria has had one side of the story. The government's full explanation is still awaited. We are waiting for that one. So we are not drawing conclusions. We are not rushing to draw any conclusions. Every dispute has at least two sides. Maybe we will listen also to the other side, which is the government. But we are stating what this man has. Here is why it is important. This case goes beyond one building. It raises important question that affects every investor. Can you imagine someone invests billions in property and later lost it? If government approvals are given, can they later be reversed? Why? Now, how secure are property rights in Nigeria, especially Lagos State? With things, what we are seeing, do you think local and foreign investors will feel confident putting their money into projects if ownership dispute come common always? Something that we will continue to see. But these are questions a lot of people are asking. Konde buy, kondi bukwa etu ahesi etiwai. Ebu na atom mgbe no hana no Mandilas Building. Magona ego na ejigo ifa. Onye buy kwa onye Igbo. Ebu atuwanam. Ebu atuwagom. Now, when investors are afraid, are uncertain, everyone can feel the impact through fewer jobs, reduced investment, and slower. If you are doing this to these people, employers of labor, you know what it means. So, we still have some questions that remain unanswered. I feel so bad as I discuss this. Was compensation offered if the property was taken by government? Is the matter already before a court? Now, will the Lagos State government issue a detailed public response? Until these questions are answered, the complete picture remains incomplete. Now, in rounding up, the Mandilas Building dispute. This is currently one of the most talked about property story in Nigeria. We have been hearing others, but this one, Mr. Onuorah Eze Okafor says he bought the building with bank loans. He rebuilt it after receiving approval and has now lost it to the Lagos State government. I lose it. I am familiar. You cannot lose it. Mana ana gwande buy unegozi na unegozi ya. Nda na TPI oza ka asigasi TPI. Meanwhile, anything about business and investment is risky. Some businesses you will do and you will blow up. Some you will do akaga atone olejisi. So this is a serious claim, and someone will not just come and be making such claim. So we are looking forward to hearing from the government. The government needs to explain. He cannot lose it. I don't believe so. I reject that. If he acquired it legally the right way and got government approval, he cannot lose this property. We will wait. We have not drawn conclusion. We will wait for more facts to emerge. I hope investors are watching. Though I don't know whether this is targeted at this particular kind of people, but I hope investors worldwide are watching. You cannot buy something. We will know whether the law is working in Nigeria. We will wait. We'll be listening, or we'll put an eye and we keep listening. If there are, new official documents or court decisions, when they become available, we will bring them to you, our viewers. So if you find this report helpful, please like this video, also subscribe to our channel, and share it with others so more people can stay informed. This report is based on publicly available information and statements made by the parties involved at the time of production. Allegations remain allegations unless established by a competent court or supported by official evidence. The purpose of this video is to inform the public, not to declare guilt or liability.